Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome back to SUTV News. I'm Katie Christensen.
And I'm Brooklyn Beard. Recently, communication students at SUU got to experience a full newscast while on a field trip. Here's Caden Wigman with more.
Most people will never get to see the behind the scenes of a documentary or news broadcasting network, but recently, Southern Utah University's communication students got to do just that. Waking up early, students from the advanced video production and news production classes were given the opportunity to tour KSL News, Channel 2 News, and even a Polynesian bakery, seeking to experience what the filmmaking and news industry have to offer.
I've never been in a newsroom before, so it's been a super cool experience, and just to see behind the scenes, it feels like I'm in a TV show when we're like walking down and just going through all the different offices. It's been really cool.
While on the trip, students participated in interviewing news anchors and business owners, practicing proper lighting and sound recording techniques. Though not all of the students will be pursuing a career in news, the trip was an eye-opener for everything that goes into providing our world with information.
Being in the control room while they were doing an actual live show, I think was really cool, and it was just so real, you know? I don't know. I think that'll just stick with me for a while.
John Smith, the coordinator and professor of the trip, works hard to provide hands-on learning experiences for his students and plans to continue doing so moving forward. For SUTV, this is Caden Wigman.
The Minecraft movie has officially dropped. Let's go talk to Ben at the scene.
Hi, I'm Ben Polish, and I'm here with Owen and Zoe right after the Minecraft movie. I just got a couple questions for you guys. Have either of you played Minecraft, and if so, for how long?
I've been playing it for a very long time, actually, since I was pretty young, very young age, so I love Minecraft.
Have you played Minecraft for us?
Oh yeah, sir.
And what was your favorite part of the movie?
Chicken jockey.
All right, back to you at the studio.
Thanks, Ben.
So we both went on that field trip that Caden reported on.
Yes, we did.
So fun to go and tour KSL, see how a real news station works.
Yeah. And they also, that day, had puppies. It was awesome. Best
Puppy
part
party.
of the trip is all I'm saying.
And then, I mean, we got to learn from different anchors, like people who do this for a living, which is
Yeah.
awesome, because Lord knows I need some tips.
Yeah, especially what to do with my hands.
Dude, for real,
I just
sit
watch
here,
their hands
I
the
switch
whole
between
time.
this, and this. That's about all I got. But we also, I mean, we went to the control room too.
We did. I loved the control room. We got to see like what happened, like something messed up during the show, something didn't go the way that they wanted it to, and we got to see how quickly they fixed that. It was so cool. Coming up, we will be talking about paint night put on by SUMA and their current senior expedition.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back after the break. Sorry, expedition.
Oh, hey, bud.
Oh.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
It's a school night. With Gary and Todd?
Yeah?
Not sure about those two.
I've been meaning to ask you.
This is tougher than I thought.
Is there any drinking going on in this crowd?
No?
I hope not, because alcohol can lead you to say things and do things that you really wish you hadn't.
Isn't this what you're supposed to say?
I know.
So if any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't.
I'd do anything to keep you safe.
Okay, I will.
I hope this is working.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you.
Ryan.
Yeah?
So start the conversation even before they're teenagers.
Good idea.
For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
SUMA recently held their annual free paint night for both students and the local community. Students could walk up and paint anything they wanted. SUMA provided free canvases, paint, and snacks for students to use to complete their piece. This event is one of the many traditions that you can complete at SUU.
Also at SUMA, the Senior BFA exhibition has started. Here's our reporter Bailey Giles with the story.
The SUMA BFA Showcase is an annual event displaying the capstone projects of graduating seniors in the Department of Filmmaking, Art, and Design. This year, the exhibition, for the first time, is showcasing the projects of graphic design students and the movie trailers of the filmmaking students. as this year also marks the very first year of students graduating with a Bachelor's in Fine Arts in Filmmaking.
The new film thesis edition added to SUMA recently is a very great addition because it allows SUU students to come and see the films that the students work so hard to put together and the talent that they have. One of my favorites to watch was Skin Deep.
The opening ceremony was held just last Tuesday to align with Southern Utah University's Festival of Excellence. There were refreshments and gallery talks given by students receiving senior awards. The exhibition will go on until April 25th. Be sure to stop by and check out the upcoming thesis films and other art capstone projects. This is Bailey Giles with SUTV News.
Back on campus, something delicious is happening. Hannah Clove is at the scene.
Hi, thank you. I'm Hannah Clove here at Bread and Soup Night. I have Samantha Keys with me. Tell me, Samantha, what's your favorite part about Bread and Soup Night?
I love that it's consistent and that I can always rely on it being here, and I come with my roommates and my friends. It's good.
Thanks so much. I'm Hannah Clove with SUTV News. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Hannah. Coming up, Kylie will let you know how to prepare for the weather this upcoming weekend.
Stick around, we'll be right back after this.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie. Nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Hope you're having a great Thursday. I'm Kylie Dees with the weather. Today was sunny again with a high of 75 and a low of 47 is expected for tonight. Let's take a look at the rest of the week. The weather is staying pretty consistent and the sun will be out all week, starting tomorrow with a high of 79 and a low of 52. And then going into the weekend, we're going to have a high of 75 and a high of 69 on Sunday. Next week on Monday, we've got a high of 71 and a low of 46. On Tuesday and Wednesday, we can expect the sun to still be out with a high of 69 and a high of 75. The radar is clear and nothing is expected, so take some time and go outside. In other news, tomorrow, SUU is hosting the annual Most Fun Friday with events going on all day, starting with hot air balloon rides from 8 to 10 and ending with a silent disco from 9 to 11 p.m. Be sure to catch one of the many events happening tomorrow on campus.
So was this a deal where we can ride in the hot air balloons?
Yeah, starting at 8, you can hop on a hot air balloon.
Done. I'm there.
I'm not there. Around then
Which
up
is
in
fair.
the air, hot air balloon.
Which is fair.
Totally fair.
Well, thanks, Kylie. Stay tuned to hear about Real Salt Lake and SU women's softball. We'll be right back after this.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner!
Go. Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
I'm Madison Holland, and it's time for SUTV Sports. March Madness is officially in the books, and what a finish. On the women's side, the Connecticut Huskies, better known as UConn, claimed the NCAA championship, taking down South Carolina 82-59. And in the nail-biter on the men's court, the Florida Gators edged out the Houston Cougars 65-63 to capture the national title. Real Salt Lake made a statement at home on Saturday with a 2-0 victory over the LA Galaxy. Midfielder Diego Luna stole the show, scoring both goals within 5 minutes of each other in the first half. The first in the 21st minute and the second was in the 26th. RSL controlled possession and tempo throughout, while LA struggled to generate offense. RSL goalkeeper came up big with a save, making his second clean sheet of the season. With the win, Real Salt Lake moves up to the 9th in the Western Conference, while LA remains winless at the bottom of the table. Thunderbird softball is home this weekend to play against Utah Tech University. The 3-game series starts Friday, April 11th with a doubleheader. First game is at 1 p.m. and the second will follow right after. Game 3 is on April 12th and it starts at noon. If you are not able to come in person, all games will be live streamed on ESPN+. Once again, I'm Madison Holland. Thanks for tuning in to SUTV Sports.
Thanks, Madison. Coming up next, we'll discuss the recent symphony and Cedar City's Farmers Market.
We'll return after the break.
In every family, small conversations can make a big impact. I grew up on tour with my parents. Kind of different, but we bonded over music just like other families do over sports, camping, or other interests. And we talked. Little everyday conversations from silly to serious that built a foundation over time. Honest conversations, like when my dad shared his experiences as an alcoholic.
Your honesty about that part of your life gave me a sense of integrity that I wanted to uphold in my own life. And I was so grateful that you and Mom had become these sober, stable people who were always there for me.
I wanted you to know from someone who's been in recovery more than 30 years now that hard work is what creates success, not alcohol or other drugs, whether it's music or anything else. I said it a lot, and I'm glad you took it to heart.
Talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
SUU held a symphony for their seniors. Here's our reporter Caitlin Bonnet with the details.
SUU's orchestra, under the direction of Shun Sun, delivered a captivating performance as part of the highly anticipated 2024 through 2025 Music Master Work Series. The concert featured guest artist Lin Yang, founder of Yi Shu Kong, and guest conductor Lin Yoon, conducted by Shun. This piece featured guest soloist Seth Siegmiller, whose talented trumpet performance demonstrated technical skill and great artistry. The performance continued with Floating Clouds and Flowing Water, a traditional Chinese composition where guest conductors Yu and Yang offered a unique interpretation of the piece. They incorporated Tai Chi-inspired movements alongside the musical expression. An audience viewer shares her thoughts.
There was just such like a beautiful vibe and essence about the entire thing. There was a wonderful like movement that was happening like on stage in front of us as it was going along. It was so beautiful. The sound, like everything that was happening was so exciting and so beautiful, and it told a story. That's what I love about things like this and concerts like this, is that the music itself just flows and tells a story the entire time. So it was amazing. It was beautiful.
The grand finale of the evening was Tchaikovsky's Symphony No. 5, presented in 3 parts. The orchestra brought the music to life, moving from its dark, broad opening to a bold finale filled with powerful brass.
The Tchaikovsky is a great piece because it's just like this big grand piece that like every great symphony like plays, so it was just like super awesome to be able to play that piece.
This performance became a crowd favorite and ended the night with a standing ovation. For SUTV, this is Caitlin Bonnet.
On the second Tuesday of each month, the Jazz Alliance of Cedar City performs a free concert. The 3 reoccurring performers, drummer Sean Owens, pianist Christian Bonenstagel, and saxophonist Thomas Erb, are frequently joined by featured guests. This past month, they were joined by guitarist Nick Pierce, trumpetist Rob Schmidt, and vibraphonist Glenn Webb. They played a range of songs from original songs by Glenn Webb to That's Amore by Dean Martin. In addition to their live shows, they also run live streams through Facebook and have gained a strong following, with their February concert reaching 74,000 viewers from around the globe. Saxophonist Thomas Erb shares with us how jazz music speaks to him.
The different grooves, the different beats that it has. I always like to do the instrumental stuff, so it's not, we don't have a vocalist in this particular group, and so we just get to play our instruments again and use our voices in ways that we don't get to do very much in other settings.
Their next performance will be on May 13th at 7:30 p.m. at Off the Cuff Comedy.
Every Saturday, Cedar City's Festival City Farmers Market is open from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., offering fresh local goods. Let's go to our reporter Bryn Smith for more.
Hi, I'm Bryn Smith here at the Cedar City Farmers Market with Emily. Emily, tell us a little bit what you're selling here at the Farmers Market today.
I sell crocheted items, all handmade, mostly home decor, accessories, and clothing.
How did you get into the Farmers Market?
I honestly just was looking around and I saw that this was here in town, and I reached out to the person in charge, and it was really simple and easy. It's affordable. And I just wanted to be a part of like the farmers market vibe, and it's been so much fun. It's been a lot of fun. So,
thank you so much. For SUTV, I'm Bryn Smith.
Thanks, Bryn. It seems like they have a lot to see there.
I love jazz music so much.
I know, you have a show about it. Tuesdays
I do.
and Wednesdays.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, well, I'm plugging it, so.
It's true, but I do. I go to these jazz performances every month that the Jazz Alliance of Cedar City does. Dude, can you say off the chain?
Yeah.
They're crazy. They're crazy, especially this last one with the marimba, and this guy, he was doing 2 trumpets at one time. It was crazy.
Whoa.
Guest guitarist. It was so awesome.
I don't understand how, did he just switch on and off?
No, literally, he would go. That's how the sound a trumpet makes.
That's awesome.
And then
was it
the
just
other one,
for like showmanship, or did they have like?
No, they made 2 different sounds.
Whoa.
It was unreal.
All right.
Stay tuned to hear about the recent poetry night and a new cosmic skate night.
Stick around. We'll be right back after this.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk.
I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the way I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Last week, SU hosted a bilingual poetry night. SU professor and author Carlos Bergoglio read from his latest volume titled Conversos. This is his third volume, and it explores the ideas of love, travel, and loss. He's been published in various Latin American countries alongside the U.S. Professor Laura Walker read English translations so all listeners could enjoy the poems. The readings were followed by a Q&A session, book signing, and refreshments.
Every Tuesday, Cedar City holds a sock hop. Our reporter Ben has a scoop.
Sock Hop Live, a local concert organizer, hosts up-and-coming artists each week. Caitlin Bonnet shares her opinion.
I just love sock hop. I've been going every week since I was like 17 because I grew up so close and I love seeing all the artists. I feel like when you see someone do something they're passionate about, it's so fun to watch and be a part of.
Concerts are always $5, so it makes it affordable for college students. 4th Street Crane performed this year. They are a new music duo who just started releasing music a couple months ago. Grace Park is in charge of Sock Hop Live.
Overall, it's been such a great experience for me, especially like growing my career, but also just being able to be a part of the community is a great feeling, a lot of fun, and you meet a lot of people.
Corbino performed in the second half of the show and led the audience in some of their own singing too.
My favorite part about tonight was Corbino's performance. I'm a huge fan of Corbino. He's super cool, super fun. I really liked the song where he whistled. I thought it was really fun. I thought everyone was having a good time and how everyone got to sing together. I thought it was really cute.
Corbino played some new music that hasn't been released on Spotify yet, as well as some covers of other songs. Corbin Robinson, the man behind Corbino, shares a little bit about how he prepares to perform on stage.
I set this deadline for myself where I have to have something ready, which is useful because my deadlines never work. And then when I'm up there, I have no choice but to like give it all my attention. So it's both terrifying and stressful and like almost meditative because like you focus on your breath while you're meditating or something. I have to focus on that. If I focus on something else, I'll mess it up.
Sock Hop Live happens every Tuesday at the Johnson Arts Center. From SUTV News, I'm Ben Polish.
The Johnson Center also held its very first open mic night. Let's go to Sierra Ganter with the story.
It is buzzing up in here. Right now we are here at the open mic, the first night ever, and I am with the person who started all of this, Grant. And I just want to know what inspired you to start the open mic and what are you hoping to get out of this?
So I only recently, like the last 4 years, been able to like lucky to play music. I've played music my whole life, but never on stage or with folks. And some people like brought me into their band, and that got me playing music, and I finally kind of got my shell. And I wanted to share that sort of experience with people, like provide the space for that. And talking with some of the folks I played with, we were like, let's start a group. And so I started the Instagram, and I arranged tonight, but I'm not really like in charge. But the idea is like sort of crowdsourcing more music events. So we thought open mic is a great way to start. There are a lot of open mics around, so this is the first one for Cedar Songwriters, is what we're calling it, because we want people to perform original music.
Well, the best part about tonight, I think, just everyone getting up there, showing what they love to do and writing songs. But thank you so much for joining us. And if anyone wants to come to open mic, just come up here and write your original song and sing it and perform it. I'm Sierra Ganter, back to the studio.
Thanks, Sierra. Looking for something funky and fresh? KJ Ice Barns has a new event. Let's go to Bailey Giles with the scoop.
KJ's Ice Barn is a fairly new business in Enoch, Utah. It's an ice rink home to the Iron County Yetis and is a place for citizens to skate all year round. We spoke to the general manager to learn more.
So we've been in like the hockey community for a long time. There's been 3 other rinks that we've been part of either building or did build. And then after that, we decided we needed something like permanent. We wanted something to stay. At the same time, we found out my mom had stage 4 cancer. So that's when we were like, we need to get it done now because this is huge and she needs to be able to see it. So we got a gentleman to donate all the proceeds to be able to make it, which is really cool. Then we were able to build cages. We started in 2020, and now we're here. So we've been here for about 6-7 months. People wanted like a party, and there's other rinks across like the country that do like cosmic skating or disco night or whatever. So we decided that we wanted to get on it too. So we bought some lights and we tried it the first time. There wasn't a lot of people, so we got kind of discouraged. And then after that, it blew up, and it was constant. We were getting calls, texts, emails about, hey, you need to do more cosmic skating. So we made it a weekly thing, like every Wednesday. And then we got more after that. You need to do more. I'm not able to make it on Wednesdays. So now it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because people love it. They love it so much. So
if you're feeling groovy, stop by Cosmic Skate Night to support this locally owned business. This is Bailey Giles with SUTV News signing off.
You know, I've never been ice skating.
Ever? Not even as a baby?
Not even as a little baby. I mean, I've always been really scared of it. It's just scary. It's a scary thing. And when I was little, my dad like tried to take us once, but it was not a real ice skating place. It was like just a frozen lake, and it looked way more scary. And also, they didn't have any skates that would fit me, so.
Yeah, well,
I just kind of laid on the ice and scoot around.
Honestly, laying on the ice while people are ice skating, I was going to say that's a safe bet. I changed my mind instantly because the scariest part of ice skating is those razors.
Yeah, it's the razors.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the show. To you SU students out there, have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in to SUTV. I'm Brooklyn Beard.
And I'm Katie Christensen. With our remaining minutes, enjoy footage of the recent trip to Coal Creek, shot by our photojournalist, Bailey Giles.